Say hello to Rudo. He's sorta an anime version of Robin Hood, if Robin Hood lived in the worst slums possible, right next to a city of the ultra-rich elite. And if he went dumpster diving for cool stuff in the trash instead of stealing. Next up, meet Chiwa, the only girl in the slums who's willing to be friends with Rudo, since his dead dad was kinda insane. Also, there's Regto, the dude who took Rudo in and raised him as his own when he was just a baby. You like these folks? Well, say bye to all of them now, cause Regto got killed. Rudo got framed for it, and Chiwa believes that he did it. So now he's being tossed into what's basically a hole straight into hell. Now that he's been thrown down the pit, Rudo remembers a thought he once had as a kid. Just how can the people up top be so busy labeling others and punishing them that they never even ask the real burning question? What the hell exactly is down there? Well, Rudo's getting to see the answer to his question firsthand now, stuck in the endless junkyard of filth that is the bottom of the pit. Oh, and there's giant monsters made of trash chasing after him for plot reasons. It's a whole thing. The longer Rudo runs from them, the more tired he gets, the more his rage at the people upstairs grows, and the more he loses to the toxic air of this place. Eventually, in the middle of a crash, out-aimed at the bastards upstairs, he gets hit by the monsters and collapses from his inability to breathe. Desperate to survive, Rudo looks for any safe place he can run to, anything at all to keep living. As he looks around him one more time, though, he realizes something. There is no safe place here. However, instead of losing his will to live or giving up altogether, Rudo just starts getting pissed off, more than ever, with an intensity that would melt even the coldest ice. He still has to climb back up there, find the bastards who sent him here, find the bastard who killed Regto, and kill every last one of them. Alongside his growing rage, a spark of red shoots off of the gloves of Rudo's hands, and as the trash monsters attack, a power unlike any other awakens in him. Armed with nothing more than a metal rod from the ground, Rudo smashes the things away, his face full of fury. Fueled by anger and hatred, Rudo manages to break back against the monsters even as his body reaches its limits and loses blood. Despite being blown back, Rudo keeps fighting using all kinds of trash as a weapon. Eventually, though, it seems like his exhaustion is going to be the deciding factor for his death. As he pukes up a pint of blood, two of the trash monsters race towards him, ready to crush the boy. And for a moment, it looks like they've done just that. Until, just a second later, Rudo emerges from the collision with a burst of power strong enough to blow them both away. But not before Rudo uses a slab of trash to slice clean through the damp, dirty beasts. Unfortunately, this time Rudo really is fully spent. When another monster shows up, he knows he doesn't have any fight left in him, and so he runs, except that doesn't seem to work either. In a surprising turn of events, though, as Rudo lies on the ground, another human appears out of nowhere. After handling the kid pretty roughly, this man shocks Rudo by putting a mask on his face that lets him breathe normally in this hellscape air. Considering everything he's been through, though, Rudo isn't particularly eager to be very friendly to this random dude, even as said dude keeps telling him to keep his voice down. Rudo just asks questions after question, each louder than the last, so it really shouldn't come as any surprise that the monster finds them from the noise. Really, what was he expecting? As they close in on the pair, the new dude completely crashes out as Rudo for being a moron and bringing those things down on them. During said crash out, he accidentally reveals some shocking information. This place he calls the pit is actually just the world's true surface, and the people who toss their shit down here are called spirites. Oh, and all the trash they toss down here, what's turned the world into such a shithole and brought those junk monsters to life. Despite his complaints, though, it turns out our new guy's basically just him. After transforming his umbrella into some weird flaming weapon, he tears into the monsters like they're nothing more than some wild dogs to be put down. Within the next few seconds, Umbrella Dude obliterates more than half a dozen of those monsters like they're nothing. When the only one left attacks with a glob of toxic shit, he just blocks with his umbrella. Oh, and the toxic shit blows up. Glad they didn't use that on Rudo. Finally, with a special move to finish off in style, Umbrella Dude destroys the last monster. Afterwards, he introduces himself to a curious Rudo as Engine, one of the cleaners. $5 says he doesn't actually explain that shit in this episode at all. That aside, Rudo proceeds to pass out as the adrenaline wears off and the blood loss kicks in. During his time unconscious, Rudo dreams about a scene from the past, when Regto first told him about the souls inside of things. How if you treat something with care for long enough, a soul is born inside of it, and that soul will be there for you, give you strength when you need it, and care for you back. a description that almost perfectly describes Rudo's relationship with the gloves his adopted father gave him. Unfortunately, Rudo's dragged out of that cozy dream to find himself literally being dragged across the pit by Engine, while being bound in chains. Hopefully, this isn't a kink thing. As Engine drags Rudo towards a safer place, Rudo's ranting about needing to get back upstairs gives him pause. Stopping for a moment, he explains that the place Rudo came from is a floating city way up in the sky, and there's no way to get back up there right now. After listing a whole bunch of reasons why he can't get back up there to the spear, Engine turns around and starts walking again. Rudo isn't done though. Instead of accepting any of that, he latches onto how Engine said there's no way now specifically. With that in mind, he screams at the cleaner about how he wants to know everything about this world, its monsters, and his powers, so he can go back up there and kill every bastard on the spear. Surprised by his drive and frustrated at the same time, Engine drops his helmet and makes a decision. Fine then. He'll show Rudo exactly what kind of place this world down here is. Unfortunately for Rudo, that means a whole lot of being dragged across the junkland. Once they finally reach a different-looking area, Engine drops Rudo in front of a deserted gas station and disappears. Before Rudo can even question anything, a group of creeps walks over from next to a couple of trucks. Once they take off their masks and talk to Rudo, though, it seems like they're just some chill dudes who are excited to talk to a spearite for the first time. Or at least half of that's right. They're excited, yeah, but only to sell Rudo for some fat stacks. As it turns out, Fearite bodies sell for some real big bucks down here, and he's the first one they've ever found alive. As they chain Rudo up, the creeps rant all about how they hate the Spearites for ruining their world, and how Rudo deserves what he's getting. Hell, one of them even starts force-feeding him trash, claiming that a Spearite's probably too stuck up to eat trash like this. What he didn't expect was for Rudo to be as pissed off as he is. Rather than backing away, the kid just bites down, hard. Hard enough, in fact, to bite the flesh off of two of the guy's fingers. As the lead creep backs away in pain, shock, and fear, Rudo starts acting even crazier. He tears right into the disgusting food, growling at the others about how even this isn't truly trash, and about how sick and tired he is of people forcing labels on him and the things around him. After dealing with that his whole life, he's had enough. In that moment, a power surges through Rudo's gloves and into his body. With this, he's able to break free and release a wave of crimson energy. As he steps forward, all the trash around Rudo floats up into the air, begging for him to use it. In his mind, as he feels his gloves feeding him power, Rudo remembers Regto's words about how cherished objects can develop a soul. As he grabs a chain and transforms it into a deadly weapon, Engine can be seen watching from a nearby cliff with clear joy on his face. This is exactly what he was hoping for. Rudo is one who can give life to objects with his powers, a giver. Recognizing his power as well, the creeps rush in after Rudo's attacks, believing they can stop him by getting rid of the chain. After all, the average giver can't do anything without their object of power. Unfortunately for them, Rudo's far from average. He just grabs another item, a discarded wheel, and transforms it with his power as well. Up above, Engine is practically creaming himself at the reveal that Rudo can empower more than one specific object. After watching Rudo obliterate all of the creeps but one, Engine finally decides to step in. After all, there's no point in letting the kid get actual blood on his hands. After Engine stops him, Rudo finally calms down and starts firing questions about what the hell just happened. Instead of answering him right away, Engine apologizes for putting him in this situation and explains that he wanted to test if Rudo was really what he thought he was. And now that he knows for sure, he'll gladly teach Rudo everything he wants to know. About this world, their powers, and everything else too. There's just one condition. Rudo has to join Engine as a cleaner.